my lads.
Cheer up, my lads. 'Tis better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. So cheer up, my lads. So cheer up, my lads. 'Tis better to have loved and lost. You know, the funny thing, I don't even like Star Trek that much, but that song is stuck in my head.
Is that even from Star Trek?
Yeah, that's Captain Jean-Luc
I
Picard.
know it's him. I didn't know that was where it was from.
I'm pretty sure.
He's been in a lot of stuff, man.
True, but like he starts off with "Cheer up, my lads." Like, I don't know. I really don't know. It's hard to call. You know, I feel like it was probably Star Trek because later in that same remix we hear Captain Jean-Luc Picard. You know, like I'm pretty sure that was Star Trek. Pretty sure.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. All right, let me finish getting this up. My mother told me, stay out of the pie. Dinner isn't ready. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. Okay, that should do it. All right. Are you on yet, Lark, or do we need another minute?
I'm here.
You're in?
I am, in fact, in.
Okay, cool. We got people going in then?
Hey, Raven, did you hear what happened with Metatron?
Yeah, I heard about that, but I also heard it's resolved now. Metatron's back at it, so we're good. Did you hear about it, Lark?
Yeah, I know about it.
Yeah, so apparently, for those who don't know, apparently Metatron's whole channel was removed from monetization. Apparently, they took away his monetization for some reason, so he was losing money on all of his videos. And he basically let everyone know about it. Shadiversity also went to bat for him, and basically people flooded YouTube saying, what the hell are you doing? And so YouTube apparently had to say, okay, we're sorry, we fixed it. But that was 4 days.
We're having some problems here. At least I am.
I might be too. Hold on.
Yeah, chat disconnected.
Chat disconnect. I'm.
Yeah, you're getting maybe it's just me.
Maybe it's just me. Yeah, I'm not having any troubles on my end.
Let me refresh the page, see if that helps. Maybe.
Chat, are y'all having trouble with seeing everything? Yeah, they're not telling me there are any problems. I think it's just on your end.
Huh?
Try it.
I'm refreshing now. Like this is what I'm dealing with here.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm not getting that on my end.
Oh, I guess the internet just decided to conk out. For me specifically.
For you specifically, the internet decided to die.
Come on, LAN cable, do your thing.
Maybe you had too many tabs open.
No, that is not the problem, I guarantee you.
Lark is having some technical issues. Hold on, folks.
You can go ahead. I'll try and figure this out.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll go without him for a few minutes.
Okay, I'm going to restart the dang thing because it doesn't want to behave.
All right. Well, here we go. I already did a few realistic duels. Had my fun with it. I'm ready to move on to other things.
Dominion.
Let's go. Dominion. Why did YouTube take away Metatron's monetization? They said that it was like a mistake and that they were going to investigate it. But I'm willing to bet the real reason was because he made that video about Cleopatra, the Netflix thing. And he was very harsh against it, like incredibly harsh. I don't think it's a coincidence that they took away his monetization not long after he released that video. I'm pretty sure they were trying to pressure him like, hey, you can't talk that way about Netflix. They're in our corner. But then the entire world came back and said, hey, we all hate it. And they had to go, oh, sorry, we'll fix that now.
Yeah, it was some BS thing where it's just like, oh yeah, we need you to verify who you are.
Yeah, they're saying we need you to verify. What? Like, we're trying to avoid fraud. Are you kidding? You're not trying to avoid fraud. You're a bunch of frauds yourselves. You Claude! Where did we heard that? Where did Claude come from?
ER. I don't know where he got it from.
I'm sure. I don't know. Well, I know that I remember the most recent time I heard Claude from him, but I want to know where he got it. That's what I mean. I don't even know. Oh, shoot. I realize I'm not hearing any sound. I know why. Ha! Fix this. There we go. I fixed the sound. There we go. Claude is from Steven Universe. Oh, God. Ugh. Yuck.
Now I know why ER was referencing it.
Oh, you know what? I would have preferred if it was from something like MLP or something. The fact that it's from Steven Universe? No, God.
I feel unclean. On the plus side, though, I'm back in.
Excellent. Lark's back in action.
I don't know
boys.
why, but sometimes when I turn on my computer, it's just like, I don't want the internet to work. And I was like, okay, I'll restart you. And then suddenly you're like, I'm sorry. That's ridiculous.
I understand why he was harsh about the Netflix Cleopatra is against history itself. Yeah, it is. And the backlash against it is the funniest part for me. Everyone's just, like, the way the actress has responded to it, the way Jada Pinkett Smith has acted to it, just, people have just been saying, oh, how dare you all hate this movie. You're all racist. They're racist. We're not the ones who tried to change someone's race. Historically. You know, like that's the thing that gets me. Look, it's one thing if you suddenly want to make a black Batman, okay? I don't like that. I think that's dumb, but you're technically working in the world of fiction. You could get away with that. But with history, you can't get Look, again, I will only allow this if you let me make a Martin Luther King Jr. movie where we have Chris Pratt play Martin Luther King. Like, that's the only way to allow it. Give me a Black Panther movie where Chris Evans plays Black Panther. Then we'll be in business, okay? See, that's the thing. It's a total double standard.
Oh, we got someone watching from North Dakota.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, North Dakota is typically quite cold.
Hey, Raven and Laura, hope this Friday finds you too well. I've been better, I'll be honest. It's been a rough last few weeks, guys. We're nearing the end of the school year, and yeah.
The end of the school year can't get here soon enough, is what he's trying to tell you.
Watching from Georgia. Hey, we got a Georgia boy.
Not the country, the state. We
kind of figured. I doubt I have many fans in the country of Georgia. Y'all have fun with that guy. I'm going this way.
From Texas.
Texas.
Oh yeah, the ender is always chaos. Yes.
What's up, Griffin?
It is. No.
I mistimed that. Oh, why didn't I? Could have sworn I guard broke that.
Oh, he's got Odin vibes going on right now. Watching in San Diego. Ooh. Different time zone for us. Oh, no, it's Texas. North Dakota.
There, got him. Whew, that was closer than I thought. Ah.
You had a bit of a comeback, but we managed to stop him.
Yep, anyway, Raven Knight, last stream with the whole religion debacle, you said Christianity went well with science. Could you give some examples of someone who's genuinely interested? Okay, if you look at certain aspects of... Oh, crap.
If you look at certain aspects of... Oh, crap.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just...
I know. I had to, though.
That Shaolin thought he was tough for a minute there. But anyway, so if you look at certain aspects of astronomy or physics or biology, like think about this for a second. The molecules in the oxygen we breathe, if they were one molecule off, one atom off, we could not breathe the air. When you look at the way our bodies are built and how they structure and how they can self-heal themselves, how we have defense mechanisms in our body designed to keep us alive, designed to combat diseases. Like, it is very hard to acknowledge all. It is very hard to see all that and think there's no creator.
Yep. Another point of fact is, like, before the concept of the Big Bang Theory came out, the big atheist argument was that the universe had always existed. But when we started to find evidence that there was a Big Bang, which theorized originally was by a Christian, who pointed out that the universe actually had a beginning. Meaning that if it had a beginning, there was something that caused it, and if something that caused it, there was something that had to be the sort of outside space and time that was the uncaused first cause, if you will, which leads to the concept of the creator. But if you want more stuff, like I know Inspired Philosophy does some stuff on this, Frank Turek does some stuff on this. I think even David Wood occasionally actually talks about it, though typically he's more focused on apologetics with Muslims. Watching from New York, the place where fun is not allowed. Ah, the city of New York.
The city of New York, I suppose.
Yes. Maybe Netflix would have been better off if they made G.I. Jane too. Ooh, ooh,
That would have been a spicy hot take.
Watching from Western Australia. Ooh.
Good eye, Mike. Glad to have you.
Wow, playing from.
If you're not in America, let us know. Like, because I know we've got a lot of American viewers, and nothing against you guys. I'm an American boy myself, but would love to see just how international we can get.
Yeah, but also it's rare we got somebody from Western Australia. Typically, most of them are impacted on the eastern coast. Sorry to hear D&D was canceled for you, Silverwolf. Believe me, I know what that is. The greatest enemy of D&D: scheduling conflicts. I'm watching from the great ethereal void. It is a place of great unpredictability and chaos. The shifting views that will give you whiplash. I believe mortals call it Kansas. Topeka.
Some mortals may call it Kansas. Me, I call it my backyard.
I'm watching from Endor. The moon or the planet? Or are you talking about the Valley of Endor in the Middle East?
I'm watching from the Death Star. You may fire when ready.
No, dude, this works.
Queen Cleopatra is as faithful to history as Jada Pinkett Smith is to her husband. Ooh, spicy!
Fire! Her hairline will never recover from that. I'm watching from Saturn. Hello. Hello there. Close, Manhattan. No, the other one. Oh, okay. I like how we immediately like Manhattan. No, the other one. Like of course.
Ooh, it's good to have friends.
Sound like Joshua Graham. But it's good to have friends.
It's good to have friends. The moment I thought it was over, I'm like, nah, I'm done, fam, I'm done. I can't survive this one. Suddenly, you got a friend in me.
All right, Randy, settle down there. Randy Newman.
Get Randy. All right, let's go. Let's do that again.
Friend, get in here. Thanks. Oh, ledge. Oh. The only time the power of friendship is real. Remember, numbers do not win a battle, but I bet.
Ah!
I was hoping he was about to trip over too. That would have
been really funny, but nah, we're never that lucky. How am I doing by the way? Oh, sweet! 9 kills, 1 death. I'll take that.
Oh, we got 2 people from Manhattan, Kansas. That is a small world.
That is a small world. That is nuts right there.
And if anyone starts singing it, I'm coming over there. Don't do it. Don't do it. Good boy. I win this fight with the power of friendship and this gun I just found. Remember, kids, guns are more fun together.
Ooh.
Stop that.
There. No, not both of you now. Come on. Oh, shoot.
Getting tired of your devil magic there, Shaolin.
What the fuck is that? A pirate, Shaolin? That's a little cringe, I'm not gonna lie.
A monk pirate? Is that even legal?
Anyway.
Thoughts on Warframe? He's never played it.
I've never played Warframe.
I've touched it, and when I touched it, my computer ran it so poorly because I was on a laptop that I never touched it again.
Can someone tell me what language Griffin speaks? All of them. Griffin is multilingual. He will speak in whatever language of the character he's up against.
What's the term? Polyglot?
I don't remember. Some of what he shouts is in Japanese. Some of it is in Icelandic. Some of it is in Latin.
Haven't heard him speak in Swahili yet. I'm still waiting for that. Griffin is Pentecostal. As long as he's not one of them snake wranglers. Ancient Aliens is more accurate than Netflix Cleopatra. Well, the sad thing is, when History Channel puts out Ancient Aliens, they don't expect anyone with a brain to really take that seriously. Problem is, Jada was hoping people would take Cleopatra seriously.
Well, she didn't care if they took it seriously. This was about her wish fulfillment. She made it clear in her interview. I've always wanted to tell the stories of successful black queens. This was very important to me in my childhood.
Well, let's talk about an actual one. It's like, I want to tell the story of a black queen. Well, you still haven't done that. You're telling the story of a Greek queen just poorly. And also, it's kind of funny, because if you think about it, Cleopatra, what happens at the end? Gets schooled on by Octavian, a white dude.
Yep.
So literally, you're telling the story of how a black woman queen got schooled and boned by multiple white dudes.
Well, what I find so funny about it is they're trying to change the way that we interpret Cleopatra. Oh, good fight. No, you did good, man. It's just, I was going to kill you anyway. My point being, the idea they're trying to make it sound like Cleopatra was fighting this war against Rome, saying like, without Egypt, there is no Rome. That aged never.
that quote makes a lot more sense with Byzantium than it does with, listen, about a century after Rome takes Egypt? Arguably so, because you're the breadbasket of the Mediterranean.
Correct.
But before that point, it was just like, listen, it's like, without Egypt, there is no Rome. Are you sure you want to say that for someone in legion distance?
And like, I don't even understand. Like, it's one of those things where they're also trying to make, I guess, Julius sound evil or something? I don't know the full details. I don't plan on writing it. Hey, Hannah, glad you're here.
Where Abraham has as many descendants as grain of sand.
Didn't Aaron show up earlier? I forgot to say hi to Aaron.
I did.
Aaron, if you're there, say hi again.
Let me look. I didn't see. Oh, there he is. Give me that old-time religion.
Give me that old-time religion.
Wasn't there a sub-Saharan African queen that actually defeated Rome? No.
No, that did not happen.
She fought Rome and lost. But the problem is, they heard that she signed a treaty with Rome and didn't get completely eradicated. But the terms of the treaty were, she gives up more land to Rome, and in return, they don't beat the crap out of her, and she's immune from paying tribute for 60 years. Yeah. So literally, they're like, yeah, she totally beat Rome. Augustus was scared of her. Augustus, give me land and I won't tax you. Okay, please don't kill us. Truly, a boss girl moment.
Yeah, I saw that video where someone was talking about her. They really misconstrued history to make it sound like she was just this badass warrior queen. Like, no, that is not what happened. Rome literally kicked their ass hard, but then said, you're not really worth fighting. Tell you what, give us your land and we'll make you exempt from taxes. Sure, here's the land. Thanks. Later.
And they never attacked Rome again. So great was their lesson, they never attacked Rome again. And it just so happened the only reason Augustus signed that treaty, because he was touring in Egypt at the time, because it was his personal property.
Literally, I'm pretty sure it worked like this. Augustus was just sitting there, my liege, we've been fighting this war with these people. Really? There was a war? I didn't notice. Like, yeah, they kind of are begging us to stop kicking their ass. True to form, huh? All right, what are they offering? A bunch of land as long as they don't have to pay taxes. Are they rich? No, that's fine.
It's okay, Jedi. If you just hear, it's like, oh, okay. Like, you're a queen that beat Rome.
How did the Muslims defeat Rome? Two reasons. Number one, Rome was no longer in its heyday at the time, and this was also the Byzantine Empire, not like the Western Roman Empire.
Let me tell you the sad story of Heraclius.
Yeah. Okay, Lark, you gotta lean closer to the microphone so that I can hear you.
So here's the deal. The reason the Muslims were able to explode out of Arabia were two reasons. One, the Sassanids and the Byzantines were not expecting anything out of the Arabian Peninsula because they were a bunch of divided small kingdoms and tribes. The Muslims united under the Caliphate, and while they were uniting, the Sassanids and Byzantium were going under a massive FU war. So much so that the Sassanids had taken over most of the Levant, a good chunk of Anatolia, and Egypt, and Heraclius rallied the Roman forces and took all of it back. By the time they had signed a peace treaty, both the Sassanids and the Byzantines were exhausted. And then, out comes out of Arabia going, I couldn't help but notice both of you were a little tired. I'll take over. Beats the crap out of the Sassanids, and then they storm through the Levant, take the Levant and Egypt, which permanently weakens the Byzantine Empire because Egypt, again, is the breadbasket. Now the breadbasket has to be moved to Anatolia, but thankfully the border stabilized along the Anatolian Syrian border. And it would stay there for a couple centuries until the Seljuks came in. But that's how they initially started to kick the crap out of Rome.
There also is the fact that the Byzantines underestimated the Muslims. When they first got word about the Muslims, they didn't think that they were any real threat. They thought that they were just another dime a dozen. Hold on. They thought they were just another dime a dozen Arabic joke group, like just these people out of the desert that they didn't have to worry about.
Oh, the Nabateans are raiding again. Whatever. Oh, sir, they have a bigger armor than the Nabateans. What the heck do you mean by that? They couldn't take Europe. Deus Vult, but dang it, they didn't. The Ottomans tried their hardest. But unfortunately, they ran into the Austrians and the Polish. And the Iberians.
Damn. I gave them the best I could.
Yep. And I told you it was pretty good until the Seljuks came, and then the Ottomans. Yeah, honestly, I'd argue the Seljuks were worse than the Ottomans.
Yeah, both were pretty bad.
Honestly, the Seljuks would do some things the Ottomans would just go, that's kind of wrong, dude. We don't do that.
I don't know. The Ottomans were still pretty effed up.
Oh, I'm not saying they aren't effed up. I'm saying so the Seljuks are like a 9 on the horror scale, where the Ottomans are like a 7.
Eh.
And then you have the Timurids, which are like a 10, because good lord. I still think the race swapping should not be a thing in movies. Is to want to upgrade the story. They should just take the old audio and do everything CGI. I miss movies when they just told a story for a story. Gosh, so do I.
Yep. I can agree with that.
How would the Ottomans fare against the Landsknecht? I mean, honestly, they probably fought some.
Yeah, there was probably a few fights between them.
Remember, the Ottoman Empire didn't go away until after the Great War. So they existed at the same time the Landsknecht. It's very possible that the mercenaries, well, the Italian city-states fought the Ottomans, so we definitely probably have some records of them fighting each other. I'm willing to bet the Ottomans weren't fans, or if they were, they might have hired some Landsknecht themselves.
Damn.
Tamerlane had no chill. Yeah, he was a sort of 0 to 100 kind of guy. Do we know when the Lawbro rework comes out?
No, we don't. We don't know when it's coming out. Yeah, I'm getting a sense of anger because that first Lawbringer I thought was really aggressive. Like most Lawbringers I know would just wait for the parry punishes, but nah, he just went all out, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some of the Italian citizens fought against the Ottomans. Ever heard of the Battle of Lepanto? Have I? Yep. I played Age of Empires too.
Yep.
Yes, I
know of it.
But we showed that Ottoman Navy what's up, to which the Ottoman Navy said, oh no, what will we do? Why don't we build another one? Yeah, that's a good idea, let's do that. But still, it did break the myth of Ottoman invulnerability, which did do a lot of damage, but the Ottomans did rebuild the Navy. But crows for days. How do you get that many crows? Now we just gotta figure out what you're getting revenge for. My guess is Tudabog Forest. Come on. Hold out a little longer, buddy. Oh, dang it.
Yeah, this is why I hate Kyoshin so much. Kyoshin, I feel, and I think Freeze did a video about this, Kyoshin is just a terrible hero in every regard. Because he is way too overpowered. And I know people always say, no, you just got to guard one direction. No, that is not a viable excuse for what this character is. He can just, if he's ganking, he can just stay in his all guard, knowing that if your outside hitbox hits him, then he can just wail on you with bleed and heal capability. It is an unfair capability that makes him way too OP. I can't stand Kyoshin. I hate playing as him because I feel like it's cheating, and I hate fighting against him because I feel like it's just an incredibly difficult fight. Just guard break him out of it. Yeah, sometimes that just don't work somehow.
Particularly if you're getting ganked. Let's see. What if Julius Caesar took Cleopatra as his queen consort? That would not have gone over well, because if he said, this is my queen consort, then they would have said, oh, you're a king now? Loads Gladius with malicious intent.
Run, Kyoshin! Run, you little bitch! Run!
Yeah. It would not have gone over well, let's just put it that way.
But I agree, but I will still use Kyo. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, use him.
Kyo is more brain dead than playing a Titan in Destiny. sure. When I played Destiny all those years ago, I forget. Every Algord hero babysits. You're not wrong, mate. You're not wrong.
Damn, have I even gotten a kill? Nope! Oh my god! What is this match? Raven, which is more unfair, Kyoshin or Magi? Kyoshin! Kyoshin's the worst. Magi, I admit, can be annoying, but you can figure out how to beat him. Like, basically, when you're fighting Magi, if he's in his twin axe stance, just treat it like a berserker. Use anti-berserker tactics. Mm-hmm. Except it'll be a little easier because Magi doesn't have hyper armor well in double axe stance. If he's using his staff mode, just don't parry anything. He's going to try to bait a parry out of you. Finally killed him.
I had to say suicide isn't the Roman way, and then I heard, yes, it is. Everyone fears the Ottomans till the winged hussars arrive.
And the winged hussars arrive! Do-do-do-do-do-do. I know one's going to drop down. Oh no, they're just taking the long way.
Did you manage to get all the black coloring for tester metal?
Not all of it yet. I mean, I got the ones I wanted.
There you go. I'm just glad they did not get the same kick that Tozen has to Kyo as a feat or a move that would have been Nightmare Fuel. Yeah, it would have been. I just want you both just to sit there feigning each other until the end of time. So very bad Lawbringer. Don't do that, Law Daddy. We don't appreciate that either. That would have been hilarious for that actually. Roman's Viking Samurai Suicide's badass.
Oh, whatever. Anyway, hey Raven Lamar, did you see that Metatron made a video about Kingdom of Kush Queen with one eye and he said she's a real warrior queen? No, I haven't seen it. I think you're talking about the same one we were talking about earlier. And if Metatron even dares to say that she beat Rome, no, I might make a response video to that. Because no, she didn't. I researched her too.
If you want to talk about people that wound up beating Rome during Augustus' reign, talk about the Germans. Told Jada Pinkett Smith in the director of Cleopatra interview response. Oh, he's probably just saying, why didn't you talk about this queen instead of Cleopatra if you wanted a black queen?
I like how he tried to emote me there to like show off, and then I killed him. I think that's incredibly funny. Just saying.
Why'd you have to rally, guys? I didn't want you to rally. Them early Germanics. Dude, them German tribes was crazy. Thoughts on the Night Witches? Excellent bars.
They're very cool.
They spook the Wehrmacht real good. Superfly My Sky just dropped $5, saying Warmonger's zone into heavy beats Kyoshin's All Guard 90% of the time, as it doesn't bounce off, and her hyper armor finish is heavy, can just slap him. Duly noted.
Noted.
Guy, thanks for the $5. So I gotta go watch Air. Peace. Have fun there, Brock.
Later.
My one complaint with the tester metal was the drop rates. I main Warden and BP. Played with them practically the whole time. The event was active and got them last. I feel you. I feel you. Mal says, I think Kyoshin isn't that tough to beat, but you'll never hear me say that you shouldn't be struggling, because I think we all have our strengths and weaknesses. I personally think Nobushi is busted.
Oh, Nobushi, I would argue, is pretty hard to beat. I won't deny that at all. But I think my point is that, and you know what? Here's the thing: you should never take my position on anything, because I am a terrible player. So even if I say no, I think this character's busted, take it with a grain of salt. I have the potential to be very much wrong. Well, now the Lawbringers are going gank, and that means we've lost. Just saying. I don't think we're going to win this one, but we will see. Because here's the thing, I'll be real honest with you guys, and I may get some flack for saying this, and again, take what I say with a grain of salt. I don't think Lawbringer needed a rework that bad. I mean, I'm not saying no to some of the stuff they added, like, I like the fact that he has more hyper armor now, I think that's cool. I like the light after heavy combo that he's been given, I'm good with that. But I don't think he really needed that much of a rework, if I'm being honest with you. I think what he is now is fine. You just gotta know how to use him correctly. And I don't! I admit that. Raven and I watch it. Oh, you already read that, Lord.
Right.
Raven is very humble. Well, I'm realistic. I wish I could say that I was super talented and super good at this game.
Well, the problem is also you can't just say you're humble, because then you're no longer humble if you say you're humble. Like, dude, I'm the most humble person ever. No, you're not. I know you're playing Mass Effect tomorrow, which I will be watching, but are you able to name your character? I know the last name is Shepard, but will you be able to give them a first name? Yes, you can.
I think you can give them a first name, but they'll never say it.
Yep.
Ah, well, there it is. Oh, Whiffy, I remember you. You're the berserker I killed with the 4th feet in the last match. Yeah, you're angry, dude. All right, well, good job. Y'all won.
Hey, everyone. I'm main VP and berserker. Koshins are the bane of my existence, and I find that his Allguard BS both gameplay and realistic reasons. Fair.
Oh, that adds up. It looks like Whiffy and Gaming Monkey are buddies. So.
I find it a little confusing they have the Japanese war flag on, but
they're both Vikings. Yeah, that seems a little heretical.
Ah, yes, from the land of the rising sun, Norway.
Raven, I will give you $100 if you give your character the most ridiculous joke name, but you still have to play the game seriously.
Oh, dang, we have to play the game seriously?
God, now we gotta do that. If you give, are you serious about giving me $100 or are you joking?
Or you playing Mass Effect tomorrow? Yes, we're starting that tomorrow.
Oh, look at that. It looks like Whiffy quit. He got his win and yeeted.
Fair.
No surprise there.
Hey, a Blood Angel.
Oh, you're playing Mass Effect? Yeah, because the Sly Cooper thing didn't work out, we're gonna do Mass Effect instead, so we're gonna be playing it. I will give it right here and now if you do it. Well, what name did you want, Hannah? I think it depends on what name you want to offer. Sokka? Foo-foo cuddly poops?
Reg. My butt.
My butt?
I think we gotta... that's too serious a name. We gotta figure something more. Well, so will you take the suicide mission seriously? When I'm in charge, every mission is a suicide mission. Mass Effect can take the whole anime characters can't say each other's first names to the extreme with Mass Effect. Even your lover just calls you Shepard. Rip Sly Cooper. Yeah, it's such... like, if you're... it's like, I understand maybe the stream, but at least give us the opportunity to download the game so we can play it without having to stream it. It makes me mad.
As someone no-lifting scent, I like your scent strip. Thank you. How about we name our shepherd Chungus? We will name him, Hannah, would that be acceptable? We name him Chungus?
You could name him The Good.
No, we gotta name him LeBron.
LeBron.
Hannah, would that be okay? What if we named him LeBron? Hey, Raven and Lark, is this right? Metatron said the Queen sent a list of demands to the Emperor, and the Emperor granted all of the demands to them. That's a twisting of wordage. She sent... she can call... you can call them demands if you want, but she had no leverage.
You're not even right. Is it right that Metatron said that the Queen sent a list of demands?
That's what I just read.
Oh, yeah.
I literally just read that.
Sorry, I was reading a message on my own phone.
Well, you answer it now yourself.
Yep. Well, we call those list of demands a treaty.
Well, apparently Metatron said in his video that she sent a list of demands to the Emperor, and the Emperor met all of them.
Yeah, and she still had to cede territory, though.
See, that's the thing. I don't know why he called them demands. They weren't. She lost things in it. That's not a demand.
Oh, gosh, now I gotta figure out what her name is so I can quote the dang thing.
Yeah, look it up, bro. Look it up. The one-eyed Kush Queen. Look that up.
Cushite Queen. Ariana. Yep. Biography, source account,
Ravenlark, is it true that 6 of the Lost Boys in Peter Pan were turned into girls? I know that at least 2 of them were.
You captured Zone C. You lost Zone A.
Yeah, I'm not participating in this. I'm going back to Seek so that we don't lose all the territories.
You captured Zone A.
I just blocked a dodge line? I just parried a dodge line. I'm so proud of myself. I so rarely do that on a Tiandi. But I just kind of knew he was going to do it. I was kind of like, this is what he keeps doing every time I go for this attack. So I just have a feeling he's about to do this. Oh, whoa, no, okay, so he parried my light that time. Good fight.
Alright, let's see.
There we go.
You lost Zone C.
Did you find anything, Lark?
Yeah, I find it, but from what I've been reading, the whole campaign can be ensued as the Cushites tried to invade and then got beat.
Yeah, we might need to watch Metatron's thing to get the full detail.
Yeah, because he might put it in a better way than we're thinking.
But saying she made demands and the Emperor...
Well, she might have made demands and Augustus was just like, whatever, sure. Because he had basically, his forces were beating them. And he probably was like, listen, I want to make sure the Egyptian border is secure because I'm tired of you. And it going down there and curb stomping you would be too much effort. So tell you what, you're immune from taxation, as you asked, and our men will leave your lands for now, but their border is still going to be drawn here. Like, last time I looked through this, they took out all of the lists that they previously had, which is interesting. Because I remember looking at this a couple months and there was more information here.
Well, you know what? How about this? Let's just not talk about that for now, because we need to do some more research on that. Let's move on to other discussion points than the Cushite Queen. Because I haven't seen Metatron's video. I don't know what he said. But based on the research we did on her in the past, I think there's more to the story than just, oh, she just dominated Rome. Don't you think that if she did, that would be on the Rome's history books a little better?
Yep.
Rome kept, unlike the Egyptians, Rome kept records of even their defeats. So, yeah, I think...
Yeah, the Romans really did not consider it a defeat. They just probably considered it just a treaty. Kind of like how they dealt with the holy crap.
What?
Hannah dropped $100. I'm leaving the naming to you guys. Make me proud. Well, she dropped 100. We got.
All right. Well, I think we can call him LeBron.
LeBron.
LeBron. You can't call him Craig. You can't call him Jenkins. You gotta call him LeBron. I think we have our name. He will be LeBron Shepherd. Thank you for the $100, Hannah. That means a lot. That means a lot. God, we are getting owned right now. Oh, I'm sorry. Who are you? Wait, are you playing against us?
Raining fun, are you?
I don't see your name, Raining Fun. Are you playing against us, or are you playing in another match?
I don't know. You also have to say his name like that too. LeBron.
Well, like I said, the problem is, no, son. Oh crap! How do I keep not timing that? Crap! How do I keep missing? No!
Oh, well, that's telling.
What?
I was looking at, because I found one of the other pages, and it was more telling because, like, he gave them all, like, Augustus gave everything they asked for and then told them to go away. And then they said there was rumors that Nero wanted to invade Nubia, but the Praetorian scout said there's nothing here but desert, it's not worth it. So it's like, Augustus was like, you're literally not worth invading. If you're going to agree to stop trying to attack us because every attack you've launched has failed miserably, and other sites they try and put a positive spin on it because they're like, yeah, they defeated Rome. Well, really, they fought back the army. There's a stark difference between winning a big war and just holding back that offense. And most of the offensive, like if we look at some of the, like a lot of the attacks, the Romans won. Yep. Well, good bit of give and take here.
You captured Zone C.
Through the fire! Da-da. And that boy's dead. You were the blue yarn. Oh, you were the blue yarn. Oh! Oh! I am sorry. I am sorry. Raining Fun, I'm so sorry. Wow, I did not realize that. I feel bad now. It was an honor, Raining Fun. It was an honor. Man, I'm sorry. I am sorry. Oh, now I feel really bad. I feel really bad. Lark, do you feel bad?
Maybe.
Well, you're soulless, so. And you're like, how could you say that to me? Oh, man, anyway. Hey, Raven and Lark, here's my D&D party, by the way. Me, the Fae, Cursed Duelist, the Mary Sue Mermaid, our explosive-throwing human-sized bird, and our Frenchman friend. Cool?
I'm assuming the mermaid is homebrewed.
It was an honor getting absolutely owned. Hey, you know what? I've been there. I once played in a match. I think it was against, no, it wasn't against John DeLiner, but it was against another YouTuber that plays For Honor. And I got destroyed there too, but it was an honor playing against them. Yeah. I also played in a match with Bosun Bunch. That was a long time ago. Well, let's see. Who to go now? I don't go Shinobi all that often, and I got my super dark, edgy weeb Shinobi. Dun 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 dun. Groovy. I wonder how the Romans would have fared in the jungles of Africa. Well, I don't know how they would have fared in the jungles of Africa, but I'm pretty sure they would have blessed the rains down in Africa. Oh, bless the rains.
It's not so much the jungle I'm concerned about, it's getting past the big old Sahara.
I like my reference better.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, great, it's Sasuke. Where's Sasuke? Where's Sasuke?
I'm assuming he means Kyoshin or something, I don't know.
Oh, because of the basket? I don't remember Sasuke ever wearing a basket.
He needed to wear one, but...
Yeah, he did.
Put a basket over your head, you're an embarrassment.
I remember a while back I was playing Kenzo, playing duels, and he went against you. Wait, Kenzo played against me? When did Kenzo play against me and I didn't even know it?
Do-do-do-do.
Well, I'm sure he destroyed me because I'm terrible in duels. I am positive Kenzo must have destroyed me. Raven, what's your opinion on Nicolas Cage? He is the most actor of all actors. Here's the thing about Nicolas Cage. I never know how to call it. Some of his films I love. Like, I love National Treasure. I know that it's historically ridiculous, but I love it. It's such a good movie. I enjoy it. Let's see. I love Face Off, but that's just because it's just so over the top and goofy. And Nicolas Cage is just a gem to watch. He's just so much fun. I love Ghost Rider. But again, that's just because the look was badass. But then again, he's also done some really weird roles. Like, Nicolas Cage is just weird, but I enjoy his work. They're not homebrewed, just a sea elf, but I asked the backstory and had like an achievement 12 out of cringe name with it. Oh.
Ah, I see where the confusion comes from now.
The Romans would do well in the Horn of Africa. Everywhere else seems maybe. He kind of did destroy you, no offense. No, it's no offense taken. Kenzo is just a god of a player.
Yep.
I'm sure. You know what? Here's how you can tell I'm not offended. I guarantee Kenzo didn't even mention it. Like, I'm sure in his video where he was fighting me, he didn't even go, "Oh, by the way, guys, it looks like I'm fighting Raven Knight." I guarantee he did not give a shit. He probably just said, "That was another loser. All right, moving on." Lark, you're trying to say something. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I figured out where the confusion comes from.
Okay, where's the confusion come from?
All right, because the issue comes in fact that after like Rome was solidifying its control over Egypt, they started to move into Nubia, and they tried to set up a Roman prefect as the governor, and that's when the rebellion started out. And since the Romans never officially regained control of Egypt, not Egypt, but Kush, it's like technically you could argue they did win. But the problem is most people argue, oh yeah, she did so well against the Romans militarily, even though she didn't. But she did get what she wanted at the end of the day. That's the confusion. The Romans are like, you're not worth conquering, and we beat you enough already. We got enough slaves out of the deal. Meanwhile, they're like, at least we get to keep our independence. So it's an understandable point of contention.
I can see where they did that.
Yeah. But it is funny because in one instance, like the queen was hiding out in Napta with her son, and the Romans came and took Napta, and she had to flee with her son. But hey, they got what they wanted at the end of the day, so yeah, I can get ways with that. Mark is the unholy hybrid of Jack Horner and a Sith Lord. Writing that down for a new character run through in Star Wars: The Old Republic. Nice thing about Nicolas Cage is that he goes 100% in every film that he does. Yeah, he does.
He does.
Is it 100% in the right direction? Not always, but that's why we love him.
What is it like? Cursed or something?
Why? I don't know why, but like the playback on my video was way back. I looked up and on my screen and you were still Yorm, and I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Labaju fan of Bell. Oh, you're talking to Labaju, I'm sorry.
Fan of Bellboy?
Bell-bottom jeans.
Boots with the fur.
Boots with the fur.
Do they even make those boots?
I think they do, like fur boots. I think they still do.
No,
they're just very designer.
They're Ugg boots.
Well, no, I remember, like, I was looking at this one, like, fashion magazine while I was waiting in a store one time, and, like, it was, like, this, like, kind of winter look, and they're, like, these fur boot kind of things.
Yeah, I remember, like, some stopped wearing them because they got labeled as basic, so something else is not labeled as basic. Because the basic of all...
Whoa! Just... It reminded me of Cat Vera.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. What server do you guys play on SWTOR? I do not remember for the life of me right now. Have you ever played Crusader Kings 3?
Did you really just do that, dude?
Yeah. I've played Crusader Kings 3, and I like it. I'm terrible at it, but no, Raven hasn't touched it because I don't have the heart to get him involved with Paradox games.
Well, Paradox was the name of those two brothers from the Yu-Gi-Oh! TV show.
Para and Dox. Because
we are the brothers Paradox!
Because 4Kids hates you.
That was so weird. That was such a weird concept. Like dueling as a team. Like, what the heck?
I still want to go to that island packing heat and go, alright, let's duel. Loads gun. Oh, you meant with cards. Oh. I'm still doing it my way.
That's the thing, I feel like they always broke a rule or something in that tournament.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think there was one match where a rule of Yu-Gi-Oh! Was not broken.
I do love how they pointed out, I can see your hand, so you're cheating. And you're cheating. You're disqualified. Just yell at everyone, hey, I'm cheating. What about a movie, Willy's Wonderland, where Nicolas Cage doesn't say a single word, but he beats the crap out of killer animatronic? That sounds amazing.
That does sound pretty awesome, not gonna lie. Let me pick up my bro. I'm gonna pick you up, bro.
Paradox.
I got you, bro. I got you, bro.
Paradox games seem perfect for Raven Lark. Conceptually, yes, they do. But the problem is, Paradox vomits out mechanics, some of which are necessary that I can't get the hang of, and some of which are completely unnecessary that drive me insane.
Hello, man. Good seeing y'all streaming. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Glad to have you here. It's like John Wick meets FNAF. John Wick and FNAF. That'd be the funniest thing ever. Oh, yeah. Like, as soon as Freddy shows up, what'd you bring me? Go, a pizza. Hold on. What's this?
John Wick is one of the kids that got skimped on, like, the tickets in, like, one of the pinball machines or something, so he's come back for revenge. Don't forget the DLCs and their prices. Oh gosh, the DLCs and their prices. Never buy a Paradox game that is not on sale. Because I guarantee you, if it's been out for a while, there's probably 39 DLCs, particularly if you get Europa Universalis. Literally, there are so many DLCs for that game. Instead of saying, hey, paying the $400 for this, you can just pay us $5 a month to get access to this content. Because literally, it's the only, like, single-player game that you need a subscription service to play. It's just absolutely ridiculous.
I've never done this well as a Shinobi. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know. I know lots of people say that Shinobi's broken, and I agree he's really strong, but I'm never good as him. I feel like if the character's too complex, I don't do well as them.
And that's why we don't do Paradox. Because I'm more of the Total War kind of guy. Me move big army into town.
Love your viddy, bro. When's the next execution graded? I'm going to be working on that this weekend. I'll be working on Shaolin this weekend. With any luck, it'll come out either Sunday or Monday. That is the goal.
Raven and Lark, have you ever played Bannerlord? I have. And it's another one of those games that I really like, but I'm not that great at. This one's not just because it's overcomplicated, it's just because I am not great at playing with a keyboard and a mouse. Red eyes look dumb. No, your eyes are dumb.
Crap, he timed me.
Me move big army to town. That's a nice description of Total War. Yeah, pretty much.
Ever play Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines? No.
Nope.
Aight, man, sweet.
I'd be interested in playing the tabletop version, though.
It'd be kind of neat. I'd be interested.
Yep.
Uh-oh, one of them's pulling a thanks. One of them's pulling a thanks.
What happens when the history teacer snaps and breaks out the dueling pistol? Yeah, that's why everyone's going to survive. My class will be too busy reloading by the time they'll all make it out. Sup, nerds. Prior to defeat... That's a good name. I like that. Hey, Raven, have you heard of Dragon's Dogma? And if so, would you play it for a stream, making Lark your main pawn? If you can make me a pawn, I think you would do it just to spite me. Oh yeah, we know about the FNAF movie. Honestly, the trailer didn't look bad. It seemed like he lived way longer than he should have.
Yeah, I feel like I should have taken him down a little earlier than that.
I think even he was like, I don't know how I'm alive at this point.
Doomslayer wins all. Yes, he does. Let's go. Naruto run.
Yeah, we know who Hellboy is.
Yeah, I know who Hellboy is.
I remember seeing, what was it, like the 2003 film?
I remember seeing, like, a shark or something.
Yeah, I liked it when he walked into the thing fighting that's like, listen, I really don't want to have to do this, but you want to come in? And then he just blasts him. And then he's like, okay, by the way, it turns out he's called the Immortal in the Resurrector. You see, you might want to start with that stuff first. Have you guys seen the movie called Midway 2019? I haven't seen the 2019 version. I saw, like, the original Midway movie, which was pretty good for the time. Yes, there is a FNAF movie coming out. They're actually getting Shaggy to be in it.
How am I doing this? This should not be happening.
Just embrace.
Okay, he's gotten smart now. This should not have happened.
It's because of the crest. I'm telling you now, it's because of the crest. You don't put that crest on a warden. It doesn't look right.
Victory.
I'm gonna edge walk away now. Don't touch me. I am one of the worst shinobis in the game, and I want a 2v1 with an Aramusha and a warden. That should not have happened. You know how I said in my Rainbow Six Stream I had to unleash my inner marsupial and become a threat to society? Here I unleashed the inner marsupial and became a threat to society.
We live in a society. This says a lot about society.
Yeah, we live in a society of shinobi, and I am tired of pretending otherwise.
To quote Yami Yugi, why is everybody here a ninja?
Should have shoved a Rasengan up his head. Rasengan! Or I should have just gone Shadow Clenjutsu! Just pull a bunch of those.
Yes, the show about ninjas. Now here, let me summon this kaiju level monster.
That's the thing. Okay, so we're ninja. That is correct. Now summon up a giant monster.
Just like, so remember guys, stealth is of importance. Now I'm going to create a giant fireball.
Super Saiyan Avatar State Toad Sage mode. That's what it is. Let's see. I just did Shinobi. Let's do someone else. I have not gone a Wulin yet tonight.
We live in a society of marsupials.
Society of marsupials. Okay, that's awesome. I love that. Let's go. Ninja's pretty close. Let's go Ninja.
So you've decided to play on hard mode. 1,000 Years of Death,
or the no place attack. See, that was the thing. When I watched that bit with Kakashi training the kids, I always thought, are you really just trolling these kids right now? Couldn't you be like...
This seems like abuse, and I'm all for it.
Well, it's like, okay, I guess the point was they need to learn to work as a team, and they need to learn to care about one another. So why doesn't he, make that more clear? Because... okay, you know what? The Academy, the Ninja Academy in Naruto made no sense.
This Academy sucks.
The Academy in Naruto made no sense to me. And let me explain. I will explain my case. The Academy in Naruto makes no sense to me, alright? In the Academy, all we know is that they basically teach you the basics of ninja training. They teach you what ninjutsu is, what genjutsu is, and what taijutsu is. And they teach you a few basic jutsu, like transformation jutsu, shadow clone jutsu, but the shadow clones aren't real, they're just illusions, they're not physical copies.
And the most important, throw bullshit.
Substitution jutsu, and they also teach you to throw shuriken and kunai. Okay, that's all we know that they teach you. That's all we know that they teach, okay? We don't know what else they might go over, but that's all we know. But then we learn in Shippuden that everyone apparently has a specific chakra
Prior to defeat, just drop $2. I have all the Akatsuki rings. That's pretty cool.
That's actually pretty cool. I like the Akatsuki, but thank you for the $2. But on to that point, they found out you find out that all ninja have like a special elemental style to them. Like they all have an elemental chakra, and you can figure it out by taking this litmus paper, holding it, and it'll react to your chakra element. Why didn't they do that to the kids? Why didn't they do that in the Ninja Academy? And then once they find out, oh, so you're a water, or oh, you're an electric, oh, you're a stone. In that case, let's pair you up with this sensei who also has that, and therefore they can teach you how to better utilize it. Like, because something, this is the thing I don't like. Every ninja who isn't a named ninja, it's like you said, Lark, they're the kunai jumpers. They basically throw kunai and jump around and don't do anything else. They don't have any special Keke Genkai, they don't have any super secret clan moves. They just go around throwing kunai, and I love that clip you used for your video where a giant snake busts into the village, and these 3 guys are just like, You're not getting in, and all they do is throw kunai and jump at him. And like, bold move, Cotton, let's see if that works out for him.
It's people like you that give war a bad name. Oh gosh, I hate that video got taken down. But yeah, my big beef with that. And also, even after they got out of the academy, Kakashi waited till like after the 2-year time skip to tell Naruto, hey, by the way, I want to figure out what chakra you're using. You're a terrible teacher, Kakashi. You're awful.
Hey, Raven and Larg, did you hear about Metatron got demonetized? Yeah, we already talked about that. We talked about that a while ago.
Yeah, that was at the beginning of the stream, Shark. But yeah, just the whole academy thing is absolute nonsense. Honestly, you want to fix Naruto's academy? You're getting a Little Lamentations right here for you, and they can't copyright me because I'm not using any of their footage. Get Mike Guy to teach all of the kids. Hear me out. There is nothing, in theory, to stop every normal person from doing what Rock Lee and Might Guy do. Literally everybody could learn how to do it if they just put in the time and effort.
Yeah, literally.
Imagine if the Leaf just had an army of Rock Lees. They would be unstoppable. Madara could barely hold his own against Might Guy. Imagine if he was fighting just 5 of those morons. You'd literally have an unstoppable ninja army just because you properly train people. But no, what do? You need to know how to clone and to throw this knife.
What's your opinion on UA from My Hero Academia? Oh, I prefer it. I prefer UA by a wide margin. UA is way more sensible.
Because they actually specialize the training. Hey, you have a different quirk to this kid. We're going to make your training regimen a little different. Are you going to share some things? Yes, but not everything.
Aizawa was a kick-ass teacher.
Yep. Problem is that people are lazy. Yeah, they are lazy, but still. You're already going to throw out like 90% of the kids that go through the academy, so what's the point? Weed out the weak, let them go do regular desk jobs or whatever the heck they do, and let the ones that actually have the determination and guts become crazy, Bruce Lee guys.
Okay, we're not going to do well this match because I'm the only one who's gotten a kill, and most of their team is just running around
If
ganking.
the Nusha's the only person on your team that's gotten a kill, you're in deep trouble. Are there samurai in Naruto? Ironically, yes.
There are, but
There's like one little country. Which is kind of reverse to history. Correct me if I'm wrong there, Raven.
Hold on.
Oh, please.
Oh, he should die. He should burn to death. He should burn to death.
No!
No, why didn't he burn? There's no way he's a level 1. There's no way he's a level 1. He's not even a rep. He's a level 1.
Killed him.
That fire needed to kill him. That is so unfair. Oh, that is so unfair. And again, I'm not the only one with a kill now, but God, this isn't going all right.
Yep. How about Hogwarts? Hogwarts isn't great, but it's better than the Ninja Academy, because at least Hogwarts attempts to teach you something. Something useful you might do in your everyday life. But let's look at it. UA. What is its goal? Teach you how to become a superhero. It achieves that perfectly. Hogwarts, what is its goal? Teach you some magic. It does that to a pretty good extent for the most part. There's a good curriculum set up. The teachers are sometimes homicidal, but we'll work with that. Ninja Academy.
Jesus.
Do they teach you how to be ninjas? Not really.
Wow, this is a little cringe. Look at this, guys. Oh my God, the Shugokis and the Zergs are just hugging each other. This is unbelievable. Look at this. What the heck?
Samurai suck in Naruto.
Wow, this is cringe. I'm sorry, this is an awful match. And it's not just because I'm playing Nusha, who's objectively the weakest hero in all the game. Two Gokis who are just,
Everybody. I remember when we fought 4 Gokis and I wanted to just, jump off the bridge.
Yeah, this is pretty cringe, guys. And we already had one teammate quit. Oh my God. Well, this will be a quick match. How long has it been going?
Why is there just a country of samurai? Because the problem is Naruto, as it was going on, just gave up on sense and world building.
What the hell? All right, well, that was cringe. Wow, only 2 of our teammates even got kills. This is wow. Okay.
Yes, this is fair and balanced.
Yeah, this is totally fair and balanced. Just letting y'all know.
Anyway, but as I was saying, what was I saying? Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. No.
Raven, that 2-hour stream win? I've done 2-hour streams. Are you kidding? I've done plenty of 2-hour streams.
The longest we did was like 3 hours and some change or something.
Something like that.
A Kage is like a president. Yes, ninja president.
Kinda.
Which school is worse for putting their students in harm's way, Hogwarts or Camp Half-Blood? I'd say Hogwarts, because typically crap doesn't happen at Camp Half-Blood. They send them out, and that's where the crap happens. Hogwarts, there is literally monsters underneath the foundation.
Wow, and the apparently the Aramusha, the only one to die twice, is pretty salty. Sorry. I don't believe he's sorry. I believe he's toxic.
So wait, that means he's the only one that died on their team.
Yeah, that's why he's salty. He's the only one who died.
Well, fitting.
And he's a rep 70 Aramusha.
Well, no. We get why he's salty. Did you see his, his little thing, his little emote at the end?
Yeah.
It's the grudge.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright, well, based on the time, we probably want to switch over to Breach.
Yeah, probably. Wanted to do a bit more, but you're right. It's time.
Well, you might be able to squeeze in one more.
No, it's fine. I've already pulled out.
Counterpart, multiple battles have been fought on campgrounds. And how many people have died? And I'm not saying that to be sarcastic. I legitimately don't remember. Like, it's been a very long time since I've read the Percy Jackson novel.
Jason Edward asks, who's your main? Let me pull out the script I usually answer this with. I do not have a main. I like playing them all equally. There we go. Put that back away.
Even Kyoshin?
Well, Kyoshin's a rep 22, so he's up there, but I don't like him.
And I don't like him.
And I don't like him.
Raven Lark, can the samurai sword defeat any jutsu with a katana in Naruto?
No.
It depends on who's holding it.
It is all about, yeah, you're right, Lark. It's all about who holds it, because plot jutsu.
Because if the holder has a Sharingan, he can do whatever he wants, because plot no jutsu.
Plot no jutsu saves everything.
Raven, Nick Cage is coming to Dead by Daylight. Not kidding. Yes, we
saw. I don't know who to go. I generally don't know who to go. Let's go, Lawbringer. I went Lawbringer. I was weak. I had to pick one.
Can a sword slice chainmail? Only if it's very crappy chainmail.
Yeah, the chainmail has to be shit.
Like, chainmail specifically designed to stop slashing attacks.
Yeah. You know what? I felt bad. Aaron, if you're still in chat, you tell me who I play next match. Okay? Because last stream, Aaron couldn't join us, so he didn't get to pick. Hannah got to pick her Peacekeeper baby. So Aaron gets to pick this time if he's still here. But knowing Aaron, he's probably already gone.
In Shinobi Striker's, the best jutsu is lag no jutsu.
In Shinobi Striker, the best jutsu is the turn off the damn game jutsu.
Ooh, that one's very effective.
That is very effective. I went all the time with that one.
Wait, is that the one where you can actually make your own character?
Yes.
Ah, yes.
My problem is it was just all the same. I really didn't enjoy it all
I wish
that
there was
much.
a better story to it instead of just, you go here and do this.
Yeah, there's no story. It's just...
And there was also some weird time warp going on. I think they were trying to do a Xenoverse with Naruto,
Yeah,
but they just stopped halfway
They
through.
wanted to do a Xenoverse kind of thing with Naruto, and it failed.
And this should be ashamed.
Randomly honest, I feel that ninja get way more spotlight than samurai in modern media, which is sad because I love learning about the samurai. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they do.
Because we know more about the samurai historically than we do about the ninja.
And so that means you can make up some nonsense about ninja, even though it's ridiculous, like, them wearing orange jumpsuits and the like. Who do you think would win in a fight, knights or samurai? There's a lot of factors.
There's a lot of factors in that question. Honestly, in most fights, I would say a knight. I would say that a knight would win in most circumstances.
Mm-hmm. Say, Lork, how much do I need to pay you to do a large Lamentations on the Battletech clans? It's not... I'm not going to put a figure on it because I'm afraid you'd actually pay it. I'm not doing it just yet because I really don't know enough about the Battletech clans, and I don't even know where to begin to do that. And so if you did pay me, I'm afraid you wouldn't get your money's worth.
Raven, which weapon do you prefer, a flail or an axe? Axe.
Because Max backs the axe.
Well, axes are generally more effective, and I can trust them more.
The flail is a fail, is that what you're saying?
The flail can be effective, but it takes more skill and time to master, and it has the risk of hurting yourself. An axe is very straightforward and easy to understand and use.
Hey Raven, did you read the cracked article I sent you called 6 More Insane Facts That Will Change How You View Christians?
Yes, I saw that, and it's retarded. Like, if anyone actually thinks that should change their opinion on Christianity based on those idiotic statements, like saying, no, Lark, you weren't awake for it because you went to bed, but basically, it's a cracked article that gives 6 facts about Christianity, like how each of the 4 Gospels give different interpretations of Jesus, and that they're all just trying to sell their own personal version. Another is about this heretic group of Christians, like the Cathars, who basically practiced sacrifice and stuff like that. The what were they called? The Circumillions, something like that. It was a lot of nonsense.
Yes. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
This is not looking good that we can't even take the first zone.
Alright, now take the first zone.
There.
Oh, wow. Anyway, the true question is the War Maul or War Hammer more useful? I'm going to go with the War Hammer.
Hammer, yeah.
Better construction material.
And better to manage.
And also, one has a better franchise.
You had to go there.
I did what I wanted. Another point is that there was a bizarre Catholic church in Asia that was bigger and more powerful than the papal domain.
Yes, I saw that too. It was not more powerful than the papal domain.
Yeah, they wish.
It grew fast, but it was not more powerful.
Is that like the crazy one, like in China, where the guy claimed to be the brother of Jesus?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that was short-lived. I like hammer personally, though. I just like two-handed weapons. You can find a one-handed hammer.
Yeah.
The Macredio hammer is a good example. I do love health packs. I mean, officers.
Anyway, I mean, we're on breach mode. If anyone wants to try to get me ranting. Or Lark ranting.
So, Lark, how's your playthrough of Valhalla going? Still losing to Eivor during
we're not on Valhalla.
We're on Odyssey. And I've just started Odyssey, and I'm having a great time.
I'm having a great time.
And that's not ironic. I genuinely enjoy Odyssey.
I know a lot of people don't, and I'll never understand why.
That's because some people just don't enjoy it. And that's okay. But I, for one, think it's a great game. I will explain why when I actually finish the game, finish the run-through, and actually get to it.
Dude, the parrying capabilities on these bot 3s.
Let's see. Raven, what was the heaviest armor of the knights and tanky?
You want the most tanky and heavy armor in the history of knights?
Probably early 15th century.
Yeah, I'd say early 15th century armor, but...
Like, the heaviest would probably be late jousting armor.
Yeah, jousting armor was probably your heaviest because they needed it to stay on their horses longer.
Yeah, they needed it because jousting was a sporting event, so it was used to make sure that they were safe, but they couldn't move effectively in it. That's why jousting armor wasn't used on the battlefield.
So yeah, jousting armor would probably be your safe bet.
Shouldn't Raven be doing Valhalla then if Lark is doing Odyssey?
No, what happened was Lark did Origins. I was going to do Odyssey, but with all the other projects I've been having to do, I just asked Lark if he'd like to do Odyssey because he really, really likes Odyssey. It's one of his favorites.
And Raven was just like, I just don't feel like it, and I've got a ton of other projects. And I said, I'm almost done with the NCR stuff. I'll go ahead and pick it up. And so, but though it is funny because the last one you actually got the footage for was a Black Flag.
I apologize.
It's not an apology. Some of those games were fun. Unity was enjoyable until the end. Syndicate was rough.
Syndicate was rough.
Origins was fun too until we got towards the end.
Let's put it this way, guys. If I were to do Odyssey, I wouldn't be releasing as many videos as quickly. You probably would only get 1 or 2 videos a week, if that, because I'd be working on Odyssey nonstop.
Yep, and I enjoy shanking Athenians. I will not apologize. With Lark, Odyssey is nowhere near the best, but I'd say it's definitely worth the play. It's not the best, but it's a dang fine game. I think the problem is it has the Assassin's Creed logo attached to it. If it was just a completely independent game from Assassin's Creed, even more people would love it. But a lot of people see Assassin's Creed on it, and they go, "Why are there no assassins in my Assassin's Creed?"
Hey, Raven and Lark, why did the Japanese stop using armor?
Guns.
What are you talking about?
Like they were using armor up until the 19th century.
Yeah, they were still using armor up until like the 18th century, dude.
Because they started figuring out,
And like, yeah, no, sorry, the 19th century. Yeah, you're right, Lark.
Yep.
So like, yeah, it's why do you think Europeans stopped using armor?
Because guns go boom boom.
Because, for one thing, it's more efficient to have guns, which are cheaper to make.
And by the time of the 19th century rolling around, guns could shred through armor. It wasn't like in the 15th and 16th century where armor provided some protection even against guns. Speaking of releasing videos, how's work going for you guys? You mean work with the videos or work?
Pretty sure he means work.
So, Raven, are you going to make a response video for the crack article?
Probably not. Really isn't worth it.
They don't deserve the attention.
That one really isn't worth it.
Raven and Lark, what are your thoughts on Starkiller?
You mean...
I'm assuming he means the character from Force Unleashed.
Yeah, I like that.
Starkiller's baller. And I love that his voice actor eventually went on to play Darth Maul.
That was cool.
That was cool. And, yeah... Force Awakens is probably one of my favorite Star Wars games. Like, can you imagine if the Old Republic had gameplay like that of Force Unleashed? Good lord, that would be like a dream game right there. What's your opinion on the new Berserker execution?
I think it's kind of funny. It's going to lose efficiency points out the ass.
But it gets some cool points. Did you hear about Indiana Jones 5? What are you talking about?
There is no such thing as Indiana Jones 5.
Disney surely wouldn't be so foolish as to release it. What do you think of One Punch Man? It's good.
It's great. I love One Punch Man.
Good satire. Are you going to play Chivalry 2 again? Probably not anytime soon. Not that it's a bad game, just we got a lot of projects.
Yeah, we've just got too much going on right now. I mean, I'm about to play a full Mass Effect run-through, like game 1, 2, and 3. Like, you think I don't have time to pick up a bunch of games.
There is no Indiana Jones 5 in Bossing.
This isn't the Jones you're looking for.
You're dang right it's not. For Old Republic powers with Force Unleashed gameplay would give Disney a run for its money. Yeah, it would. I just wish they would listen to the fans for once.
They never listen.
They would make so much money if they would just get their heads out of their posterior and listen.
Why won't you listen to me?
You've made your mistakes.
Got nowhere to run. The cringe goes on as I'm singing real lame. Sometimes I just make spoof songs. This gladiator is a little crazy. What's going on? No!
Mikeman, save me.
That's not... Okay, heal, there we go. No, you don't. You're not running.
I'm still waiting for the Raven helmet merch. Well, we gotta get a blacksmith on retainer.
There we go. Wow, that was...
What happened is that not even the critics liked it? That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I'll bet the critics
Because you
didn't
want to
like
know
it.
who asked for an Indiana Jones 5?
Nobody! No one wanted Indiana Jones 5.
Yeah, and I heard they had to reshoot everything because they were like, oh yeah, by the way, we're going to replace Indiana Jones and make this woman do everything special.
Oh no, they were planning on doing that from the start. They wanted to make a woman character the hero.
Yep, which begs the question, why'd you call it Indiana Jones?
Because they knew if they called it Lily Montana. Oh God, I just almost referenced Hannah Montana. God,
Stop doing it.
Gotta stop that. Then no one would want to watch it.
Yep. It's like, but if you do this, no one is going to be happy when they watch it. We don't care. I don't get why somebody needs 40,000 Warhammers. It's for an aesthetic, Adam. It's for an aesthetic, okay? Pulls back the hammer of the 44 mag. Get him, LP. Get him!
LP.
Yeah, he said Indiana Jones 5. Oh, Disney, we got a problem. Pulls back the hammer on a 44 Magnum. Do it. Go Clint Eastwood on him. Do it! I thought there was actually a character named Lily in the show. Yeah, there was, and they were going to make her basically the super awesome. Like, I think the way it was leaked out, what was going to happen is basically Indiana Jones was going to be like erased in time, and she had to go back and do everything that Indiana Jones did.
Yeah, the idea was that she needs to stop the Nazis from getting hold of a time control device. She meets young Indiana Jones. He takes a bullet for her and dies, but because he dies, that means everything he does later, after that point, won't happen. So she needs to go and relive his adventures to make sure they do.
Which is just dumb.
Incredibly dumb. It's basically the literal equivalent of anything you can do, I will do better. Like literally, that's its equivalent.
Really, it's anything you can do, I will do better. I tried to find the video where Raven dueled with Kenzo, but I couldn't find it. I don't think he specially marked it.
I doubt he even knew it was me. So why would he even mark it? Like I said, I'm pretty sure he does not care about my existence. If Kenzo even knows who I am.
By the way, I heard Overwatch is dead.
Oh, is it? Is Overwatch dead now?
I know the TF2 fan base is celebrating.
Is it actually dead? Because I heard they're releasing like this new Thai character.
Yeah. Oh, Dale Expert just dropped $50. So both of you, here's your weekly allowance. Yay! Now for my questions. Do you guys know how to deal with laziness? I'll answer that later.
Oh, yeah, I'm too lazy right now to answer that.
Discipline is probably your best bet. But you're going to have to define ways to develop habits. It also depends on what laziness you're trying to beat. Like, it's just like, hey, I'm trying to get some work done. I'm trying to force myself to go to the gym. There are different strategies you need to take.
Oh, wait, it says, yeah, because they canceled the new PvE. Wait, Overwatch 2 was going to add PvE. You know, the thing that For Honor had from day one, which made it easier for casual players, and they're removing it.
Because...
Why?
Because Blizzard is filled with morons. But, yeah, going back to Dale Expert's thing, combating laziness, I would just try and find ways to... focus on what it is. You gotta give yourself specific goals, and try and break those up into incremental goals as much as you can, so that every time you get a little bit of an emotional high off of just completing that simple goal, even if it's just something like making your bed.
I think that the key to combating laziness is to, like Lark said, give yourself a goal of some kind, like something to strive for, and then set things to help yourself complete it, like maybe a checklist of things that you want to complete. So that way you know that you're being productive. That would be my best advice.
But thank you for the $50.
Yeah, I appreciate it. That's very generous of you. Thank you.
Yep. No, Nathan, don't tell him to embrace the laziness. For that is the way of the Blizzard.
Don't call it Overwatch 2. We're now calling it Overwatch 0.5 because it's a downgrade. Yeah, I'll agree with that. I didn't even like the first Overwatch. So imagine how I feel. I don't care. I don't give a flying F. Well, while we're waiting on it, Aaron, did you ever let us know what you wanted me to... Oh, yeah, Aaron's not here. Hannah, you decide. What do I play as next? Hey, Raven and Lark, which company do you think treats their fans the worst? I have no idea. I don't usually keep track of companies that treat their fans like crap. What's annoying is they had an interesting concept and then they just killed it. Well, that's what a lot of gaming companies do. Hannah, I just did Shinobi. I did Shinobi earlier. I can't play him again. Pick another.
Blackrocker.
Blackrocker.
I am decisive.
Blackbriar. Okay, yeah, Hannah just picked Blackbriar, bro. But let's make it interesting. Let's go my Angel Blackbriar.
Hallelujah.
Let's go my Angel Blackbriar for this one.
Shame you can't
You
do
didn't give me one?
Finish the one you started.
Yeah, you're such a jerk. Anyway.
Yeah, what are you gonna do about it?
Did you guys get a chance to read the Magic Texas summary yet?
Yes, I did.
Yes, we did. We did get.
I do like it. You put a lot of thought into that. I appreciate the world building there.
That was really cool.
I like how this one Empire place is still a little bit lagging behind in the technological development. But yeah, it looks good. Keep working on it.
Mm-hmm. I love the fact that you just made my character this unapologetic bar lady. I think that's so funny.
As the good Lord demands.
Well, it's funny because I always see, whether I'm a girl or a guy in fiction, like whether I write myself as a girl or a guy or someone else writes me as a girl or a guy, they always write me as a warrior or some kind of fighter or some kind of general. And I like that. Don't get me wrong. I like that. No one ever just writes me as the one who runs the bar. Like, everyone else is the warrior that comes to the bar to kill time and relax. I'm the one who's running the bar. Like, I'm not the warrior. I'm the one who runs the keep. Like, it's like... And I don't know why. I think that's kind of funny.
It is, and it's funny that we're on the road so you can establish a new one. And now we're going to fight some Wendigos, because that is how we do it.
Like, Lark, think about it. Lark, it's kind of like this. It's kind of like if someone said, okay, we're going to isekai you and Raven, right? And Lark, you're going to be an absolute Chad Roman legate. You're going to be this absolute unit of a leader. You have people who follow you and respect you. You make rules and you demand that they get followed. And then me, I'm some bar wench. I'm just some lady that works behind a counter.
You're a cowboy, but yeah. Yeah, but you're also my sister, so you get points. You're there. I was gonna say Games Workshop treats their fans somewhat decently. At least they're somewhat understanding clusters that make a wish kid. Okay, so I guess the word is there is that, you know, a broken clock is right twice a day. Because Game Workshop, they can be sometimes understand their fans, but 90% of the time they don't. But keep in mind, with Games Workshop, they will release stuff, like they'll decide, okay, hey, we want to start making our own, like, animated content for 40K. We're going to start copyright striking every single thing on YouTube. The fans that have been keeping this franchise alive and getting more people in, we're going to boot them off of YouTube or make their lives miserable because we want to start making people pay for stuff. And that's the thing. They want to make like Warhammer Plus, that I don't think it's doing too well because, well, the only thing they're going to be releasing is Warhammer stuff. That's not enough to keep a streaming service alive. And not to mention the fact that you have to, like, just to get to pay for some of the miniatures is an arm and a leg.
Yeah.
At least it is in America. I don't know, maybe in Britain where, like, they're from, it's a little bit more manageable, but still it's ridiculously expensive. It's like, hey, I'd like to start a Death Corps Krieg army. That'll be $200. For the whole thing? No. That's just the starter kit, my friend. I feel like the new Dante model is a good comparison. They got sent to someone on accident and was sold by an early teaser with the model. So, okay. Compare that to Wizards of the Coast and sent to the Pinkertons over Synchronous. Okay, yeah. Games Workshop is better than the Wizards of the Coast. But then again, the low bar. Hear me out. How about For Honor open world with a guild system? Keep talking, LeBeau. I'm interesting.
That'd be kind of cool, actually.
I'd be like, gosh, like, can you imagine like you're able to find, like, instead of a guild, you form guilds, it's like you're a legion. That'd be baller. We can make the Noble Legion. You have to walk above ground to be better than the Wizards. Yep. I'm back. What have I missed? Absolute insanity.
So it's just been kind of weird.
I once wrote the Doomslayer as the owner and tender of a bar called Doomers with smooth jazz renditions of Doom songs playing in the background. I want to see that now. I feel like there needs to be like a new Lullify or something. Just like, he's like wearing like a tuxedo, everything that you expect a bartender to wear, but he's still wearing the Doom helmet, while smooth jazz is playing in the background.
How about For Honor Total War? Maybe.
I feel like that would just work as like a mod for a medieval Total War. And really, it would be the best idea just to put the units of For Honor into it, because I'm not sure, like, we got a good number of people, but I'm not sure that's enough to just fill out a roster.
I call upon the sword of heaven. Be gone!
I mean, maybe you can make a Darkest Dungeons game based off of For Honor. I'd play that. That'd be pretty baller.
Hey, Raven and Lark, did you hear what people are saying Jesus was
yeah.
trans? Yeah, I've heard that.
They claim everything, and it's like, oh no, he's non-binary. Oh no, he was a woman. Oh no, he's this. Oh no, it's like,
they don't know the first thing about Jesus. What I love is, oh no, we don't believe in him, but he was totally a trans, guys.
He totally supports our thing. Yeah, listen, people have been doing that.
No, I think that's the funniest thing about it. It's like, oh, Jesus totally supported our thing. He totally was pro us, and I'm like, oh really? So if that's true, will you believe in him? No, I still don't believe in that crap. I'm an atheist. Like. So why does it matter to you if Jesus supported that or not? See, that's what I don't understand. You want to claim he supported this, that, and the third, but you don't actually believe in him. You don't follow him, you don't believe in his teaching, so why on earth do you care if he supported this, that, or the third?
Let alone the gymnastics.
Wouldn't it be easier for you to say he didn't, therefore you could demonize him easier?
Hey guys,
it's got to be really hard to say, we hate Jesus because his followers are racist, sexist assholes. Oh, I thought you said he was trans. Well, you know, and I thought you also said he was a woman. And didn't you also say he was black in that one documentary series? Their head explodes.
I prefer to go with the Korean interpretation that he's just Jack. Let's see. Hey guys, hear me out.
Be baptized in the river.
You ruined it. You ruined it. And now you're dying.
I was about to baptize that dude.
Okay, guys, hear me out. For honor, with an updated warden. Let's be realistic now. Come on. But no, we would like to see that. Actually, the devs of Chivalry 2 and the For Honor team, they could make an open world. If they get together and do it, I'm all for it.
All right, now we will baptize.
You know, I'm getting the feeling we are not appreciated.
I feel like you people don't like me. All right, we're gonna try this again. We will
Okay.
I'm getting a little miffed.
I just like to see like what's going through the mind of that the guy after he pokes you, and just like the turn, dun dun dun.
Okay, now we got it. Dang it! Okay, no, we got this one.
Get that up here.
Yes.
Baptize.
Baptize you in the River Jordan, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
Amen.
Or say it like Alexander Anderson. Amen. Like just that overly loud Scottish amen.
Gabriella uses a double-barrel shotgun and has a female orc for an enforcer. She's still got a bit of war there. I still like that she has an orc for an enforcer. That's still funny to me. But yeah, I'm also excited to see what we do and how we kill these Wendigos.
Ah, a vampire!
Hey, Matthew.
Bow to the might of the Lord!
I love that execution, but hey, Matthew, how you doing?
Hey, Matthew.
Y'all are Baptist, right?
Yeah, we're Southern Baptists.
Though we go to a non-denominational church, which is basically a Baptist church in disguise.
Real question, what was wrong about the J.K. Rowling's tweet? I read all that and I saw nothing wrong with it. I'll explain later. What was it you were going to say, Mark?
I was gonna say, like, if you're in the Bible Belt and you see a non-denominational church, 9 times out of 10 it's a Southern Baptist church in disguise, which isn't a bad thing. I'm all about it. But I don't know what's wrong with the J.K. Rowling tweet. What'd she say this time that people?
Oh, it's not a this time. It's just in general.
Oh, in general, she just doesn't, kowtow to the trans movement, and because of that, they don't like her.
Okay, so basically here's what happened. There was this trans movement that was going on that basically was saying that basically the idea was that men can give birth, but they don't want to say men that give birth. They want to refer to now all biological women as birthing people who can birth. And J.K. Rowling, who is a feminist, tried to argue. I thought we called those women. She doesn't like the fact that the trans movement is trying to lessen the value of women, basically saying that a woman is interchangeable. And she said, and people got mad at her saying, how dare you say that? And she said, is it wrong for me to say that a person who was born with a uterus, we used to call them a woman? She's like, I stand behind trans people. Here's the thing. If trans people feel more comfortable referring to themselves as trans, that's fine. And if anyone discriminates you on the claims of your sexuality, I will stand by you and I will march with you. But the thing is, as a woman, I have gone through experiences myself that are unique because I'm a woman, and I think that by saying that being a woman is interchangeable, that does more harm than good for women everywhere. And I think that's a very fair statement. She did not insult trans people. She did not hate on trans people. She did not call for their death. She did not put on a Nazi uniform. She just said, I think that when you when you basically undermine the concept of being a woman, then it hurts women's goals and struggles in general. And so now everyone says she's a transphobe, and they hate her for it.
Yep, because it's like, you don't agree with Calta? It's basically like if you disagreed with the Red Guard in Communist China. Leggett Lark, why did the ancient Egyptians stop building pyramids? Cost. It takes, by the time after the Old Kingdom, the tradition, it had fallen out of tradition, not to mention it became very expensive to keep building these large elaborate complexes just to house the dead. So what they started to do was just build, they still built fancy tombs, but they just didn't build like, big giant triangles in the sand because it's cheaper. And not to mention, if you have a big giant pyramid sticking out, it basically signals to grave robbers, hey, steal from me.
Ah, another vampire. Bow before the might of the Lord.
Also because woke people said that Joan of Arc was trans. No, she was not.
We almost killed that vampire, and then the minion stopped me.
Now it's going to come back, and they're going to be sorry.
Aaron, you're finally back. I gave you the option to pick which character I play, Aaron. You missed your chance.
Okay, well, Raven and Lark be able to make it to the human sacrifice tomorrow. I captured some members of the LGBTQ+, liberals, and the Velma show sympathize with taking their hearts, if they have any. You're not going to find any there, and unfortunately we're not going to be able to make it. But you still have fun without us.
You have fun without us. We're not going to be able to make it because, as a good Christian, I don't believe in human sacrifice.
But, just for lulz, make sure you kick the head down the steps extra hard this time. Now. Twitter, TikTok, Discord, and Reddit are the four horsemen of the Western civilization.
Raven, what's your opinion on Team Fortress? It's funny.
Ironically, very good lore.
Sometime I'll let y'all know how to make my angel prior. TikTok makes me lose faith in humanity. That is true, Aaron. It does. Now, Aaron, since you're here, we got time for one more match. Who do I play, Aaron? Tell me. I want you to have the chance to pick. If you don't pick within the next 20 seconds, I don't even know what to say.
Birthing person by the sacred pages. You might as well go full Iron Warriors and call them breedings. You there, breeder. Get over here.
Raven and Lark, thanks to you for giving my crazy idea a chance. It warms the black hole where my heart used to be to hear you enjoyed it. Indeed.
Okay, black hole.
Raven, which game you always wanted to play, and when you played it, you were disappointed?
Oh, gosh. There was the second Horizon game.
Yes, Horizon Forbidden West. I really wanted to try it because I liked the first game. I really, really wanted to try it. Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Thrones of Britannia for me. Total War. It was a Total War Saga game because the trailers looked awesome. Like, ooh, I get to play as I could play in Wales. I could play as all these, and then the game was awful. Gosh, Thrones of Britannia ticks me off.
Well, it looks like Aaron's not going to answer, so I'm going to make the executive decision and go Warden.
Warden?
Let's go Ruth.
'Cause I'm ruthless. Me, 'cause I'm ruthless. My experience with Team Fortress 2 is through SMF memes and dubs where people put voice lines from the game, other movies, or other games. Yep, Team Fortress 2 just kind of spreads. You learn to accept it. What about Assassin's Creed 3?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Then there was also Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2.
Yeah, the problem with that was just it was too short.
Yeah, it was
because the gameplay was good. I wasn't even upset with the story. It's just we're like, oh man, that was cool. What's next? It's over. That was like 4 missions.
Yeah, it was like 4 or 5 missions total.
I feel like it was more supposed to be DLC for the first game, and
yeah, it was way too short.
Would you ever cover your Blackfire sermon with the Mimi Edgelord voice?
Mimi Edgelord voice?
Define the Mimi Edgelord voice. Which version did you guys play? The Wii version or the other? We actually had both.
We did both, yeah.
Wii version was just wild. It wore you out.
All right, come on, last match of the night. Let's go, boys. We're gonna win in the name of God.
Vampire, I have been summoned. Of course you have now. And that's why we love having you on retainer. Shadow the Hedgehog. Oh really? I thought that game was good. I never played it. I just heard good things.
Hey Raven, Sid Ruth ever meet Derek from For Honor and Glory? Yes, Ruth did know Derek. Ruth did know Derek.
Hey Raven Lark, which social media platform do you think is the worst? Oh gosh. TikTok.
TikTok, yeah. TikTok annoys me more than any other.
Though it is funny that I actually have an official hater on Reddit, which is funny to me.
I have a few official Reddit haters on Reddit as well.
Yeah, this is funny because there was one person that was tempted, like got a lot of our videos recommended to them on YouTube, and instead of just saying, "Hey, let me watch them and see if I like them," she went to Reddit to ask other people. I want to make sure he's politically okay before I watch him.
And 2 people came on and said that because I was subscribed to people like Mahler, EFAP, Prager, and Steven Crowder, although not anymore with Steven Crowder. But since I was subscribed to those people, yeah, shouldn't watch me. Hey, Raven and Lark, have either of you seen Ruby? I watched a little bit of it. I didn't like it.
I saw the first 2 seasons, and someone spoiled that one of my favorite characters died, and then I stopped watching.
I just didn't really care for it.
The Blackbriar Edward voice, I mean the true darkness. Parallel economy, go bird. Mahler fans represent.
I enjoy Mahler. I think he's very entertaining.
I enjoy
very intellectual. I also enjoy watching EFAP. It's good to go to sleep too.
Not gonna lie, his insults are some of the best too.
You insipid piss waffle.
You diuretic thunderwall. I was like, write that down. Write that down.
Let's see, but yeah, because I was subscribed to them and a few others, yeah, not worth listening to.
Okay. I was taught that pyramids were built by slaves. Is that actually true? Some of the building material might have been carved out by slaves, but
people get the wrong idea about what slaves did in ancient Egypt and a lot of ancient society. You usually didn't get them to build things.
You wanted them farming.
Yeah, you wanted them farming, you wanted them making the materials, you wanted them gathering resources. You want professionals building your shit.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. You want architects. You want artisans. You want people who know what they're doing.
Yeah. Can you imagine that, though? It's just like, my liege, we have gotten the slaves to build you. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is my big pet project. You got the slaves doing what now? I don't know why the Pharaoh's an Italian mobster. He just did. Mahler, 2 hours. You think me weak, sword man?
So, like in the Americas, again, in the Americas, you really didn't have slaves building crap. They worked the fields, they worked the factories, they worked
there were exceptions to the rule, but that's typically when slaves had off time. They would be have extra jobs.
Yeah, you did not say, all right, I want to build this new mansion. Get the slaves. You did not do that. That was not how that worked. Yo, Raven, since you study history, have you ever heard of Sabaton? Have you heard of Sabaton? For the grace, for the might of the Lord, for the home of the holy, for the strength, for the way of the sword, give the life so boldly. I love Sabaton.
No, we never heard of it. It's a while back, but we've done if For Honor Warriors had their own theme music, and several songs we had picked for them were from Sabaton. Tell it to the new Proud family. We don't talk about the new Proud family.
The new Proud family is a bane on existence. You know what I love? You know what I love? People always say, oh, why don't we have more black representation in kids' media? Static Shock was one of the best kids shows I've ever seen. And they had an episode about racism where, what was it? Ricky's father, I think it was, this construction worker or whatever who was quite racist himself. They dealt with that in a very professional and mature way. They didn't even bring up, I don't even think they brought up the word racist. I think they just called him ignorant and proud of it. And I'm like, yeah. And they handled it great. They didn't demonize white people. They didn't overrepresent black people. They didn't claim black people better than white people. They didn't claim black people built this country. They didn't say none of that. They just said, you're the kind of person who shoves his head in the sand and doesn't realize that the world has moved on. You're ignorant and proud of that fact, and that's disgusting. And I'm like, yes!
Yeah, Static Shock's a really good
Static Shock was a gem, and I'm so sad that it didn't last long.
Yeah, and it's also we need a black superhero. Make a Static Shock movie. I'm begging you, please.
Static Shock dealt with things that other shows today just would not touch. They legit had an episode about a kid taking a gun to school.
And they did it with some degree of aplomb.
They didn't make the shooter sound bad. They didn't blame guns. They basically talked about what kids should do when they feel depressed or bullied, and that guns aren't the right answer to dealing with bullies.
Oh gosh, Nathan hit me with memories right here. Age of Empires insult. You play 4 hours to die like this? Oh gosh, that brings me back.
But yeah, moving on.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
If you want a good rundown of the real Shadow the Hedgehog, watch the cutscenes from Sonic Adventures 2 here in 06.
Okay, I don't really care for
Oh,
Sonic.
it was a comment he was talking about earlier. Because when we were talking about games that really disappointed him. He was talking about Shadow the Hedgehog disappointed him, and I was explaining, I thought I heard it was good. And he said, listen, if you want to run down on that, watch this. And I was like, okay.
Gotcha, okay.
But yeah, everybody loves Static Shock here.
But yeah, Static Shock was kick-ass, okay? Great
I
show.
like how he traveled around.
Yeah, I know, right? Imagine Static Shock in something like the world of My Hero Academia. Dude, that'd be sick. Can
you imagine if that's how the Cork started? It was just Bang Baby.
Yes! Oh my gosh, it'd be so brilliant.
Wait, Static Shock had an episode where a kid brought a gun to school? Yeah.
Yeah, there was an episode where a kid brought a gun to school because he was being bullied, and Static had to stop him. But what was so cool about the episode is they didn't blame the guns. They didn't say we need to have gun reform. They didn't blame the kid. They basically said bullying is wrong, but guns aren't the way to solve it, and there are better ways to deal with these issues. And if you feel like someone has brought a gun to school, here's what you should do. It was a very educational episode that had good messaging, good themes, and handled itself with dignity.
Yep. I love watching politicians talk about their guns.
Yeah, because they've clearly never held a gun in their life.
This is a ghost gun. No, it isn't. Sweet.
You don't. Tell me what a ghost gun is. Describe it. It is a gun that can fire a lot of weapons a lot of bullets really fast from the clip. You don't know what a clip is, do you?
What I love is that somebody trolled moms against guns by saying just like we need to get rid of all guns that were designed for war, like this AR-15. What about this one? Post a picture of an M1 Garand. It's like, that one's fine. It's clearly just a hunting rifle. You absolute buffoon. You are not a clown. You are the entire circus.
I think Biden just promised to ban the AR-15. Good luck.
Yes.
Good luck, you decrepit hermit. I dare you to try.
All right, I'll let you do it, but first you have to identify it. I think Freedom Tunes did a good, it was a while back, but they did a good clip on it. It's like, tell you what, we will ban any gun that you can accurately name. The AR-27, sure, it's banned. The ghost gun, absolutely, we banned it. The one that throws lightning at the zombies, the Wonder Waff, yeah, that one. Can we ban that one? There we go.
Banned.
It's like, all right, morons. We didn't ban any guns, did we?
We didn't actually ban any guns.
Say what you want, but no Wonder Waff has killed anybody in the past since we have banned it.
Actually, it has killed zombies.
Dang it! And now, as we've established, we have to have, protect the zombies. They were just misunderstood.
Zombie lives matter.
Indeed. I had a great time explaining what an AR meant in high school. Oh yeah, I love dropping it. I was like, it means assault rifle. It actually was an abbreviation of Armalite, but please continue. Static Shock had me when I found out that it had a DC crossover. I really didn't know it was a DC product. It's not.
Yeah, it's not. It's WB product, but
it's the creator will occasionally license it out. But
well, keep in mind, Batman was also in Kahoot. Batman the animated series was owned by WB for a while too.
Yeah, that's true. Did you hear that Canadian people have 3D printed guns? Good for the Canadians.
Good job, Canada. Oh no! What?
Germans are sweating bullets now. It's like, wait, the Canadians are armed again? No. Do it.
But yeah, so the cartoons used to be really solid. They used to do a better job. You know what I find funny? Well, yeah, you're right. I find a lot of things funny. But there was legit an episode. This wasn't an episode. When the COVID-19 scare was going on, Japan had its own sort of PSA that they released using the One Piece characters.
Because of course they did.
Because Chopper's a doctor and he was teaching you but he wasn't telling you, stay indoors, run away from people, be afraid, be terrified, and get your shots. They didn't say that. He said, make sure that you stay away from people who have these symptoms, make sure you wash your hands thoroughly, and if you're going outside, wear a mask until told otherwise. I'm like, yeah, seems legit.
Let's see. You know what? After that, Raven you rant about how certain cartoons in the past wouldn't work in modern day.
Oh God, there are lots of cartoons in the past that wouldn't work today. There are some cartoons that are around today that would not have been greenlit today.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What's one that wouldn't work? Static Shock probably wouldn't work today.
Well, they'd let it go through with it heavily monitored. Like, they would change so much about it, the creator probably wouldn't even recommend.
Totally Spies wouldn't go through.
Actually, they're getting a new season.
Oh, okay, never mind. Well, they're probably going to change it entirely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kim Possible probably wouldn't go through.
They'd have to change that.
They'd have to change that. I'm talking about as they were, not how they would change
Ben 10 wouldn't be allowed.
Ben 10 would definitely not go through.
Because they wouldn't allow. Like, wait, you mean the sister's not the one kicking?
And let's just go ahead and say that every anime in existence would be pushed aside. They would not let any anime, if they could, get through. Because almost every anime they would say is problematic somehow.
What's your opinion on Ed, Edd, and Eddy?
Never liked it. I was never a big fan of Ed, Edd, and Eddy. I never really liked the art all that much. And all of the episodes really summed up to, or really all really amounted to, oh look, we came up with this scheme. Oh wait, to get Jawbreakers. Oh look, we're all stupid. That's pretty much what it came down to.
Didn't hate it in particular. Just wasn't our favorite.
Just wasn't a thing. I mean, I never saw it as bad necessarily.
The only thing I liked about it was Ed being stupid. Like, literally just like he was kicking the local whatchamacallit. He was my favorite part. That's the only part I would occasionally chuckle.
And it was because he was just basically being a stereotypical stupid guy.
Have you ever watched Boondocks?
Yes, and that would not be greenlit today either. Because Boondocks has the nerve to say, you know what? Black people and white people make stupid decisions.
Oh gosh, Dan, Martin Luther King Jr.
Yes, I love that.
It was like black entertainment television is the worst thing I have ever seen. I was like, I give up. I'm moving to Canada.
Remember that.
And Uncle Ruckus. It was like, you ruined everything. We had a nice thing going and you ruined it. Uncle Ruckus on the jury. Oh gosh, I can't quote him. And then of course, like I was like, why are you voting for Obama? And Grandpa's like, I'm doing it because of this. Actually, he's not doing that. Oh well, he's gonna do this. Actually, he's not doing that. Well, he's gonna actually cut taxes. He's actually gonna raise your tax bracket. Then what the heck is he gonna do? It's like, and then of course, I love when Grandpa's like, man, that kid sure does seem a handful. I just don't know what to do. Have you ever tried whooping his ass?
Yes, that's my favorite scene ever. You ever tried whooping his ass?
Hands the belt, shows her how to use the belt, hands it over, then get over here.
And then he just watches this woman go off, and then I'm like, yeah, see, that's the thing. We beat our kids. We spank our kids more often. Better world. Better world. I do not support beating children.
Unless it's funny.
I support spanking children.
Indeed. Ravenlark, I'm Canadian and I can't own anything else other than a hunting rifle, but I have a full life custom armor that I can take a 2-shot of caliber 50 and sharpened swords. Guess medieval warfare back in the biz. You could do that, or if you want, move down to America where you can buy some of those nice guns.
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, I also hear Canada's trying to ban handguns, which is just silly.
That's funny.
Yep. The very concept of existence is offensive to some wackos. Yeah, that's true.
Well, I literally saw a video where this guy basically said that all white people were inbred degenerates who do nothing but take from people and never build anything on their own.
Apparently, the only white person they met was a Habsburg. Because it's like, if the only white person you ever met was a Habsburg, I can understand that opinion.
But yeah, that's the thing. It's like this guy that's just going on. You're all inbred white people destined to die with and fade away into obscurity with the rest of your inbred kind. And I'm like, oh, dude, keep going. This is adorable. I was like, you're.
Like, honestly, there was like someone like came up with like it was like a list of of slurs for white people, and some of them were like, actually, that kind of sounds cool. It's like Chalk Master. I am the Chalk Master.
Like, I love how some of your kids will call you cracker, and you just go, excuse me, We're called saltine Americans.
It honestly, like, if 404 is their brain for a second, they don't know what to do, and I love it.
Yep, there you go.
Total Drama would have been canceled. Oh my
Yes,
God.
it would. Total Drama anything would have been canceled today.
I'm not a big fan of the other stuff, but Total Drama Island was...
The first Total Drama Island was
I
awesome.
remember, like, when he was torturing one of the campers because he had, like, this remote control cloud that just pelted them with hail, and the guy was like, hey, you know if you lowered that, it could actually make the damage worse. That's evil. I'm doing it.
I like when he starts spraying them with hot sauce for a game, but one of them turns around and actually swallows some of the hot sauce and goes like, "That's the best you can do?" He straight up turns to the camera filming him, "Is that the best we can do?"
And then, of course, Chef.
Chef was awesome. I thought Chef was the best thing ever. Like, just, 5 of us went into that jungle, 5 of us came out. What's the big deal?
I was one of the, there'd be just like 5 of us went into that jungle, 6 came out. What happened? One of us happened to be a woman. You know.
She was pregnant.
Oh yeah, South Park.
South Park?
Yeah, it's a miracle it's lasted as long as it has.
I don't know how they've kept it going.
Well,
anyway,
it's probably the only thing that's keeping Comedy Central alive.
Well, we're wrapping things up, guys. If you have any questions for us, now is the time. Otherwise, we're going to have to move along. And all you gotta keep it strong, move along, like I know you'll do.
Now I'm thinking about Bionicles.
And even when your hope is gone, move along.
Oh, Zero says he was the gladiator last game.
Huh?
He says he was gladiators last. He was.
Oh, sweet. Well, glad you were there, Zero. That was fun. Sorry if I took one of your kills. I think I might have.
Total Drama was the original Hunger Games. That it was.
Yeah, it was.
Raven, can you show Zerk's execution?
Zerk's new execution? Yeah, I'll take a look at it real quick. Let me finish this. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. Yep, sure. Let's take a look at Zerk's execution real fast. I haven't bought it yet because I need to build up my steel, but yeah, we'll take a look at it. All right, let's see.
Steal yourself. See what I did there?
I see what you did there. All right, here it is. Nice catch.
That's good old-fashioned family fun.
Oh wait, did she just like shoulder bump him? Like, did they do like a bro moment? Let's see that again. Watch this. Watch. Takes it. Oh yeah, it was like. Hold on. Let's see it from the other perspective. Let's see it from Warden's perspective.
I'm impressed he caught that.
Oh shoot. Let's see it. Oh, was it really a hug or more just a shove?
I think it was just like a bump chest.
Like a bump. Yeah, okay. It was like a bump chest kind of bro moment. Okay. All right. Yeah. It was more of a bro moment. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to know my early grade for this, I need to look at it a little bit longer and really think about it. But current estimation: 4 for lethality. The axe point of the head like that, perfectly lethal. Realistically, I would give it a 2 or a 1 most likely, because once the axe buries itself into the head, he's not going to be able to stand there and even raise the axe like that. He would not be able to stand up. He'd be falling to the ground. Because see, look, like his hand straight up comes up while it's buried in his head. That axe hitting his face would have knocked him on his back. So that's unrealistic. Efficiency, I would give it a 1 because not only does it take a while, but Berserker straight up threw both of her weapons. So already you know that that's a no-no for me. And I know someone's going, yeah, it's okay to throw weapons, Raven. Not if it disarms you. Yeah, but people did that in the past. Usually they did it if it was a last resort thing, and this is not a last resort thing. In fact, what I find so funny is she demonstrates perfectly why you don't want to throw your weapon. What if your enemy gets hold of it? What if you throw your weapon and your enemy picks it up and now they have a weapon? Didn't think about that, did you?
That's why the Pelum of the Romans was designed to bend on contact.
Exactly. And then for cool factor, I'll give it a 4 for cool. This is really funny. So
yeah, I like it.
I like this one. So yeah, that would be mine. But again, I need to think about it a while longer. But anyway, now you've seen it. Now you know it. Back to what I was doing.
Name a modern cartoon that wouldn't have made it 20, 25 years ago. Pretty much anything Disney's produced nowadays.
Yeah, anything Disney's done now.
Owl House would not have been greenlit.
Steven Universe probably wouldn't have been.
Yep. The Proud Family remake.
The Proud Family remake would have been.
Definitely.
No, that wouldn't have worked.
Have you seen the show Danny Phantom? Oh yeah, we love
Danny Phantom was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Not all of the episodes were good, but overall it was decent.
Yeah. Butch Hartman's second.
I thought the idea was kind of cool, like a ghost kid. That's kind of neat. Although that does ask a lot of questions about the afterlife.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the boxed ghost.
It's the box ghost.
What's your opinion on SpongeBob? Early seasons are great.
Okay, my dad used to hate SpongeBob. Now he kind of finds it amusing, but not in a good way. He kind of feels like it's like, yeah, that's a thing that exists, you know?
Yeah, but what do you think about it?
For me, when I think about SpongeBob, I just think it's good for memes only. The early episodes were kind of funny in some cases, and there are some very quotable moments. Like, Lark and I, even when eating now, will still kind of joke about the boating school scene where they have this military instructor for the boating school teacher, and he just goes, "How does it taste?" And then if one of us answers, "No eating in my class!" Like, so we will quote some of the lines from it because it's easily quotable. But in terms of like, is it a good show? Is it something that I would recommend to kids? I'll be honest, and you're gonna hate me for this. No, I wouldn't. It's genuinely fluff. It's genuinely not intelligent. It is just basically, look at this. Keys jangling, overly colorful, very annoying laugh sound effects. If you really want to know what I think is good about it, it's the fact that they got Ernest Borgnine to do Mermaid Man. And that man is a treasure when it comes to acting. So I feel like that was a good move.
I mean, I don't think you're going to gain any brain cells watching SpongeBob, but I think for the most part it's harmless.
Yeah.
Particularly like the earlier seasons, like definitely after a while they just started cranking out too many, and it just started.
Yeah, it's kind of like with The Simpsons. You just need to know when to stop. You know, you need to know when enough's enough. Just quit. It's done. You had your good run. It was fun. It was entertaining. Come up with better content. But at the same time, if you ask me, okay, which would you rather have, SpongeBob or Steven Universe, I would say, oh no, I'll take another 8 seasons of SpongeBob over Steven Universe.
Good job, Jack. Keep us posted.
Awesome.
Let's see. SpongeBob equals dumb fun. Yeah, that's a pretty good look at it.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. I mean, I don't think it's like gonna hurt you or anything watching it.
Like, it's better quality than 99% of the stuff cranked out now.
Let's put it this way. SpongeBob isn't about to do an episode about women's rights. SpongeBob isn't about to do an episode about how slaves built this country.
Yep. Hey, Ravenlark, remember Stinkmeyer from the Boondocks? Yes, I would
Yes.
quote him, but then we'd get banned.
Now we can't quote him.
Can you read the question? Okay. Let me take a look. Can you do a video about how modern cartoons are hollow shells of the old ones only filled with woke garbage and agenda crap?
No, I'm not going to do that.
Might be a rant sometime, though.
Could be a rant. I'm not going to make a video about it. And the reason why is because I already get people who don't like the fact that I talk about woke stuff at all in my response videos. Speaking of which, I'll be releasing a video probably tomorrow, if not much later tonight, about a woke piece of nonsense Dove pulled. So I'll be releasing that soon. But I don't want to just make videos just to talk about woke stuff. I want to make videos with substance. I do response videos because I'm responding to idiot things that people say and do that just fly in the face of reality. And so I want to help educate and explain certain things that other people may not understand. But I'm not out to just do rants and say, I'm not going to pull an Endymion. I'm not going to stand here and rant about things that, let me tell you why society is crumbling around you because of wokeism. I'm not going to do that. I don't think that's worth my time.
Yep. Let's see. Yeah, the Dove video makes no sense. A video of your character smoking. That's fine. It fits with the time era. Oh, if it grants temporary magic effects, I'm definitely doing it. But let's see.
Does my character do anything like funny or like feminine or anything like that? Does not fit me at all.
I hope so.
I hope so. That'd be very funny.
It's like one of those things. Please, Lord, let it happen because it'd be funny.
Like my character just starts flirting with some guy, and it's
Just to kick him in the nuts.
Just to kick him in the nuts. Or no, they try to flirt with her, and then she kicks him in the nuts.
No, she flirts back, then proceeds to kick him.
Yes. Like she lures him to the side and then kicks him in the nuts. Yes.
What's a good PK hood that colors well, like one without a mask?
One without a mask that colors well? Let's see.
I think most of the ones that without a mask have like a specific color scheme to them.
Yeah, most of them have a specific color scheme that's already attached. But for me, I really like this color scheme comparison. I think this works well. This is my favorite hood out of all of them. The problem is I don't like the pigtail that comes out of the back. I think that's
stupid.
That is the ultimate of cringe. Without that, this would be my favorite. Like, this would be the perfect one. The other one you could go with would be this one. This is the one that actually has a color-changing hood. But the hair is locked red, so you have to get used to that.
That might be a bonus for you.
Hey, you may like the redhead look. Another good one would be the Pensive Rose. That one melds pretty good with most colors. This one melds well with almost nothing. Thorned Casket, the green just does not meld well with much. And then you have the Weeping Effigy, which is just a chainmail hood, which, yeah, you could pretty much do that with whatever you wanted. And I think that's all of them.
Oh, when she's first introduced, she literally is throwing her ex out of a bar. Nice.
Oh, good. Thank God. I'm hilarious. All right. Anyway, I think that's all the heroes that I just went through. Excellent. All right. Well, anything else before we go?
Let's see. Should give her. Oh, yeah. They're saying that for your character in this magic tactic setting, she needs a Raven rant. Yes, she does. What do you think about the Bud Light ad? That was dumb.
That was incredibly stupid. They should be ashamed of themselves.
Yep. And, yeah, I think Miller Lite's doing something also stupid.
Yeah, apparently all the beer companies are really being stupid. As a former Steven Universe fan, I can't read that.
I do recognize the show is bad, but this is how I would summarize my feelings towards it today. Ellipses.
Ellipses.
Fair. Pensive Rose is my favorite hood shape. I would love to see same thing as color, accepting of it on it. Well, that was fun. Yeah. All right.
I think that's it. Okay, well, a couple things I want to say, and then we'll log off for the night. Okay, so this weekend and next week are going to be weird, guys. This weekend is going to be busy. I'm going to grade the Shaolin executions and try to release that either Sunday or Monday. Lark and I are going to the beach tomorrow to spend some time with the guys from church. We're going to have a good time.
With the boys.
Yep. And then on Sunday, Lark has to do a large message at the church for the high school and middle school kids because the guy who would normally do it is going to be doing something else that night. So that's what's going on there. So we're going to be a bit busy the next few nights. But that's not to say we won't be doing anything else. Tomorrow, guys, this is important. Tomorrow, we begin the Mass Effect playthrough. We will be playing all 3 Mass Effect games straight through, from 1, 2, and 3. Now, of course, it's going to take multiple nights, but we're going to get Mass Effect 1 started tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to this, because true story, guys, I played Mass Effect 1 all the way through, beat it, had fun with it, didn't finish Mass Effect 2, haven't gone back to it, but now I have an excuse to go back through. Yep, that's what's going to be happening tomorrow. And I also have another Dead by Daylight video coming out about Quentin Smith and then Freddy Krueger. The next Rainbow Six video will be about what's his name? Mute. It's going to be about Mute. Yeah, so that's about all that I have to say right now. We were asked earlier what we think about Shapiro.
Since you were in the middle of talking, I basically just said, we agree with most of what we said.
I think I like Shapiro. It's kind of like the same way I feel about Steven Crowder, although not as intense. I agree with him on most of his political standing, but I don't agree with him on all of his personal choices.
Yeah, like, for example, like, another person from the Daily Wire, like Matt Walsh, on a lot of political stuff, I agree with him, but his take on culture, I almost disagree with him entirely.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, because he thinks, like, cartoons and video games are wrong and are a waste of time, and I'm just going, no.
Yeah,
like, they can become an obsession and become a problem, but that's not necessarily true. I think Matt Walsh has a problem, like, he becomes too much of a Puritan at times.
Yeah, Matt Walsh, Ben Shapiro, Steven Crowder. Those 3 names. I can sum them all up the same way. I like their politics, I like their political views. I don't like all the personal decisions they make. I respect all 3 of them when they give talks on politics and stuff like that. But other than that, I do kind of have to say, take anything else they do with a grain of salt.
We do have to give Ben Shapiro this. His wife is a doctor.
His wife is a doctor. That is very true, guys.
Is a doctor.
My wife is a doctor, folks.
Let's get at anything.
Goo gaga, folks.
I support freedom tunes. Let's put it that way.
Fuck Shapiro. Why do people keep giving white supremacists like him the time of day anyway? He's not a white supremacist. What?
He's Jewish.
He's freaking Jewish. He doesn't support white supremacy.
Where is that?
He said as much. That was from Crows for Days. Like, Shapiro's not a white... What has he ever said white supremacist? Yeah. What has he ever said white supremacist?
I never thought of him as a white supremacist.
In fact, I remember one girl even asking him, like, why he wouldn't stand up against white supremacy. And he argued, can you name something white supremacist? If you name something white supremacist in our country, I will gladly stand with you on that fact. But name a specific thing. I can't just target a vague enemy. I need to have a specific thing to target. So what are we going after? And she couldn't name anything. So I don't see him as a Ben Shapiro. I don't see Ben Shapiro as a white supremacist. I don't know where that came from.
Ben Shapiro looks like the guy from The Big Bang Theory. He does.
He does though.
I will give you that much. He do look a bit like that.
Gabriella's ex. You're going to geld me, Gabriella? Yes? No? I don't know. Part of me wants to save the gene pool from you, idiot.
What? I'm not getting that. Hold on. I'm on top chat right now. I can't believe that mistake.
That was on. It's got to be on live chat. Anyway, we better start wrapping up now.
All right.
Well, I want to thank you guys so much for watching tonight. Had a great time. This was a fun stream. Next week is exam week at school, so I don't know how that's going to affect the upload schedule. But since we're going to be doing a lot of Mass Effect streams, who knows? We might do 1 or 2 Mass Effect streams next week. We'll have to see what happens. But anyway, that wraps everything up, guys. Thank you so much. Oh, I forgot to mention, Lark has finished scripting everything for the NCR video. He's finally going to start it.
Well, I'm going to start the editing process now, because gameplay is finally done, because I may have spent a little bit too much time replaying Killing the Khans. I don't like them.
You would.
They deserve to die. Yes, I've gotten all the script down. It's a little bit more... Don't know how to describe it, but it jumps around a little bit more than some of my previous scripts, but I think I make my points clear.
So, all right. Well, anyway, thank you guys so much. And as always, we will see you in our next video. Take care.
Have a good one, fellas.